with Tao. Feather touch and breath awareness. A soft feather touch will bring deep awareness. Do not press for 40 minutes. Just remain aware that your hands have no weight. You are just touching. You can practice yourself just touching the eyeballs. Just touching the eyeballs. Go on being aware that you are not pressing, only touching, a feather touch. It will become a deep awareness. And if you are doing this feather touch to your spouse on the entire body, just a feather touch, because the energy moves through the ends of the nerves, fingertips. The energy is moving through that, and in feather touch it is received. There becomes a connection between you and the recipient, and it becomes slowly and slowly, you can say it becomes an electrifying experience, but in terms of inner transformation, it brings tremendous awareness. This will become a deep awareness, just like breath awareness. Buddha says to breathe with full awareness. The same will happen when you are using the feather touch. Feather touch on your eyes, eyeballs, or on the body of the spouse. A feather touch. You can do a feather touch massage. Buddha says, breathe with full awareness, and feather touch will become just like breath awareness. Because you have to be constantly mindful that you are not pressing. The touch is simply a feather touch, very soft and delicate. At times, it may happen that you want to use pressure, but you have to be constantly aware that your hands should be feather-like, weightless thing, simply touching. This will bring awareness in you. You will grow more and more into awareness. Your mind will be there totally aware, near the eyes, and energy will be flowing constantly. If you are using this feather touch for massage, forget about the individual body parts, just the whole body as one organism, and your mind, your awareness will all constantly be there that your touch is feather-like, weightless, just a touch. Simply putting, you can practice this. Keeping your one hand and then with the other fingertips, you are doing the same kind of feather touch on your whole palm. Just a soft, delicate, tender feather touch movement. Your hand should be feather-like, weightless, simply touching it. You can move your fingers but very slowly and slowly, or you just leave it. Your mind will be totally there, alert, and the energy will be flowing constantly, because through the fingertips the energy is flowing and it is being received. In the beginning it will be just dropping in drops. Within months you will feel it has become a river-like flow. River-like. And within a year you will feel it has become a flood. And when it happens, touching the eyeballs as a feather, that you can do always, and when the opportunity is available to practice it with the spouse, it will be a magical effect. Touching the eyeballs as a feather, you begin. Why it has been emphasized touching the eyeballs with the feather-like? Because if you move as a massage for your spouse, it may and does lead to other things. So you practice it with yourself, and then when you have gained enough experience that mind does not move in anything else, then you can practice it with the spouse. When you touch, you will feel a lightness within you, and the person who is responding will also feel the same thing. You can feel it right now. Immediately the moment you touch, a lightness comes, and that lightness between the two eyes opens the lightness between them opens the heart center. That lightness penetrates and opens the energy, opens the heart center, makes it activated, and energy begins to flow in the heart center. In the heart, only lightness can enter. The feather touch. Touching heavy, nothing heavy can enter. Nothing heavy. Only very light things can happen to the heart. The lightness between the two eyes will start dropping into the heart. So you have to practice it with the feather touch on the eyeballs. And when the energy begins to flow in the heart center, then you can practice it with your spouse. that will deepen the bond of love between the two. And ultimately it may lead to the total awareness and light. Light beyond love. The heart will open to receive this energy that is flowing, and there penetrates with that. What happens penetrates the cosmos, and as the falling energy becomes a stream, and then a river, and then like a flood, you will be washed as if you have taken a deep shower. You will be washed, completely washed away. You will not feel that you are. You will feel simply the cosmos is breathing in, breathing out. You will feel you have become one with cosmos. The cosmos comes in, and it is not the air that is coming in. It is not that the energy is coming into your heart and going out. It is the cosmos comes in and goes out. The entity that you have always been, the ego, will not be there in that moment, and when you practice it and you gain the proficiency, the ego vanishes completely. This technique is very simple. There is no danger in it, so it can be experimented with. You can experiment with it as you like. Begin with the feather touch on the eyeballs, then you can take on your palms or your hands, and when you practice this on your own, then you can start doing this on the others. You can begin with your spouse. So sometimes it happens, not sometimes, when you are in the company of the Master, through the eyes, the soft flowing energy through the eyes is touching you like a feather. It can happen through that movement also. It is very simple, without any danger. You can experiment with it as you like. But because it is so easy, you may not be able to do it, because mind always seeks things that are complicated. That's where the ego feels fulfilled. The whole thing depends on the touch without pressure. So you have to learn it. You have to practice it, try it. Within a week it will begin to happen. Start practicing on your own. First with the eyeballs. As many times as you can get an opportunity during the day. Then while sitting in the office, you can do it with your palms, your hands, just keeping the palm or touching this, a feather like. And being aware that there is a feather touch, it begins to happen. So through the steps when you move, you will ultimately realize you can touch anything like a feather. Suddenly, someday, when you are just touching with no pressure, immediately you will feel what I am saying, a lightness and an opening in the heart begin, and something drops from the head to the heart. This is what Sufis call it, Kalb Zakir Hona. Means the heart center is open now. When you practice this and you become proficient without any problem, then you can enter the next technique. This is the physical touch. Then you can enter into etheric presence. The second technique, once you have attained, this is not the end. It is the beginning of the entire process. Physical touch, etheric touch, pervading far and above and below your form. That is why in some of the techniques it is used, because the etheric, the light body is 4 inches above your body. Then you can enter into the light body of the person. So first experience it, practice it with the feather touch on the eyeballs, then you can do it on your palms, on your arms, whatever is convenient for you. Even when you are sitting, nobody knows. You just have your hands sitting in that position or this position, just like that, a soft touch, and being aware that there is a soft touch. No matter whatsoever you are doing, there will be a different kind of a feeling, different kind of energy surging into you. When you have done this, you will start feeling that the heart center is beginning to open. Now when you do this with your spouse, the same thing will begin to happen to the person as well. So after doing this, you can enter the etheric presence, pervading far above and far below. This second part can be done only when you have done it first. It can be done separately also, but the result becomes much easier and far-reaching without any difficulty if you have gained proficiency in the first. So my suggestion is that the proper technique is go into steps. The first you practice it on your eyeballs, then on your palms touching it. Keeping your sitting in the office, keep your palms on the lap, touching both palms touching one another. You can keep it on your thighs in the same manner. Different things can be practiced. Then you are taking a shower. You can do it on your, as you take the shower, you are using the soap. You can use that same thing with a feather touch. Slowly and slowly, if you practice create as many opportunities as you can, it will be better. It is said that Sufis, when we see what they do, they take their hands and after the prayers, or they pass their palms over their forehead. We do it mechanically because Our elders were doing this, but you can practice the feather touch at that moment also. Energy begins to flow through the face, and it will rejuvenate the cells of the face and make them more alive. Doing that, so you can create as many opportunities as you can through your feather touch. Then you can enter into the etheric presence, pervading far above and far below. With the proficiency that you have gained, the second will become easier. But then it will be, if you are practicing the second one, the etheric presence, it will be difficult in the beginning. If you have done the first, then it is good to do the second one very easily. Whenever this happens, that you feel light, a levitating effect, as if you can fly, suddenly you will become aware that around your body there is a kind of a bluish light. That is the etheric presence, the light. But you can see only when you feel that you can levitate. So the first step is feather touch. Then you will begin to feel as if you can levitate, and then you will feel around your body a bluish light. That it has become the light, completely free of any burden, completely free of any gravitational force towards the earth. So first the feather touch, you will begin to feel so light that you are beginning to levitate. Suddenly you will become aware that that around your body form in the same shape, there is a bluish light that is known as the etheric presence, which is about 4 inches above the body. You can imagine this, but that will not help. The moment there are people who come and say that they are levitating, they are doing this, but the moment you look deep into those people, you will realize that this is a mere imagination. Somebody has read it or somebody has heard it somewhere. But that you can see only when you feel that you can levitate. So the first step is soft touch, feeling the opening of the heart center. Then your body feels so light that you can levitate, your body can fly, that it has become so light, completely free of any burden, completely free of gravitational force. Now that you can fly, that is not the point. Sometimes it happens that it comes to such a balancing point that your body goes up. But this is not the goal. You have to get that feeling. The body becomes so light that it can fly. But don't think about that at all, that you are flying. This much will do. If you feel with closed eyes that your body has felt so light that it has gone up, when you open your eyes, you will see you are just sitting on the ground. So do not become worried about it. there is a deep feeling comes in because of the lightness in the body, as if you have gone above the ground. This feeling is deep within. And when you open your eyes, you will feel that you are still sitting on the ground or lying down on the floor. If with closed eyes you feel as if your body has gone up and you feel there is no weight in it, this is more than enough. Nothing else is needed beyond that. For meditation, this is enough. And if you are trying to learn levitation, then it is not enough. But I am not interested in, and I will not suggest you to practice levitation. Just a feeling, this feeling because of the lightness of the body. So it happens that there, when there is lightness in the body, your walk becomes a feather, like as if you are flying. You are flying, that kind of feeling comes in. You can do anything. So that kind of a feeling is necessary. But this just the feeling because of the lightness in the body, you feel that you can fly, but you are not flying. You may feel that you have gone sitting a little above the ground. That too is okay. But beyond that, to practice levitating, but that will be an imagination. Just this much, the feeling is enough that you feel that your body has no weight, it has become weightless. Whenever you feel this weightlessness, just close your eyes, become aware of the form of your body. This is what you have to do. You are not going to practice the miracles to do, or stage performance, or for anything. You are doing this just as there is a tremendous effort when you are doing the whirling. But if you are doing whirling as a stage performance, then the purpose is lost. So this, you are doing it to have the transformation in you, then it has a totally different effect. Whenever you feel this weightlessness, with closed eyes, be aware there is a form around your body and there is a bluish light. Just with closed eyes, feel your toes and their form, and legs and their form. You keep on doing this with closed eyes. And then the form of the whole body. If you are sitting in any posture, Padmasana or Siddhasana, as Buddha is sitting, then feel the form while sitting like a Buddha, sitting in a Buddha posture. Just inside, try to feel the form of the body. With your eyes closed, first it will be kind of an imagination. That's why it said start with feather touch. So then imagination will not come. Feather touch, the energy flowing within, the flowing into the heart center, heart opening up as if a new energy is surging into you. It will become apparent. It will appear before you, and you will simultaneously become aware that just around the form of the body there is a bluish light. That is your etheric presence. If you are aware of your own etheric presence, then you can enter the etheric presence of the person. So if you are doing this feather touch massage to your spouse. First started with the practicing it with yourself, then with your body, then on the other, and after some time, if you have experienced your own form and the bluish light around your form of the body 4 inches above that is the etheric presence, then you can enter, then you do not need to even touch the body, just passing the hands like that. And this is where you would have seen when Osho comes in for the talks or anything, he takes his hands and does that. So with the soft touch, the energy begins to flow, and that is he's sharing that energy, and you would have seen that doing. This is natural and spontaneous for him because he is aware. You can do this as a practice. Do this as the others are doing, copying, without being aware what it is happening, what is flowing. The effect will not be there as it happens when Osho is doing that. Just touching the hands like that, and then he moves his energy as he wishes to, but the touch of the fingers will remain a feather touch. You can send the energy vigorously. This you can do it even without the hands. You can do it through the eyeballs, the movement of the eyes, or you would have seen someone, the gods and goddesses, raising their hands, their palm, to bless you. This also does the same thing. So do it with closed eyes in the beginning, and when this light goes on spreading and you feel an aura, a bluish aura all around the form, then sometimes while doing it in the night with no light in a dark room, open your eyes and you will see it exactly around the body, a bluish form in the shape of the body, just light, a blue light all around your body. If you want to see it actually, do not close your eyes, but with open eyes, do it in the dark room and when there is no light, and you will feel it. This bluish form, this bluish light is the presence of the etheric body. You have many bodies. This technique is concerned with the etheric body because the soft touch was with the physical body. This experiment is exploring the etheric presence, etheric body. And through etheric body, you can enter into a higher state of ecstasy. There are 7 bodies. Every body can be used to enter into the divine. Every body is just like a door. Through the physical body, you enter into the divine. Through the etheric body. And when you practice this through all the 7 bodies, it has a great experience. The physical body, when it is realized, it can be easy. It is easier for you to feel the etheric body. The deeper the body, the more difficult it becomes. Etheric body is just near you, very near, nearly 4 inches above the physical body. It is just near. The second body, second form is that of etheric, just around you. It penetrates your body and it also around your body, just like a hazy light, the blue light hanging all around, like as if you have a loose bathrobe, a robe on your body. So, first, with the soft touch, you enter the physical body. Then, with that, after that, you can enter the etheric body. So, we'll continue this until then. Take care and do have a pleasant day.